YouTube, what going? You know, it's Sadiki and we're back again for another video. Cold World Nation. Thank you once more for being a part of the Cold Gang, for dedicating this time, just this small time in your day, to work on yourself, to edify your mind, to do something productive. I understand the struggle that everyone is going through right now. I mean, you're at home and the environment is just so precarious, you don't understand what's going on, but I'm confident that we can all come out of this better. We can all come out of this situation stronger, because that's who we are as human beings. But before I start preaching, I just like to say thank you. Thank you. We're eternally grateful, and just stick with it. Let's just stick with it. Let's just keep on rolling and see how big the snowball gets. So, into the video. The story is told of an African farmer who was very prosperous. He was a farmer among farmers in his land. He was respected in the community. His children were well educated. He had many wives. What more could a farmer ask for? One day, a friend of his came to the farm, to his large estate, and began to tell him stories, began to tell him tales about diamonds being found all across Africa. Diamonds being found as far as islands off the coast of Africa. And that night he went to bed and he dreamt of all the wondrous exploits he could have away from his farm. He dreamt of all the diamonds that could be found away from his farm. No, he sold his farm. That very month, he sold his farm for a measly sum. And he went off with his family, and they began to migrate all across Africa. They became nomads all across Africa just to find diamonds. Now, he searched for diamonds until he died, and he didn't find one single acre of diamond. Now let's go back to the farm. The guy he sold the farm to was much less intelligent, and he decided that all I will do is work this farm until I die. I will satisfy with what I am blessed with here. Fertile land, large estate, I'll make the most of it. So one day he was walking across his land and he saw a stream that ran through the property. And in that stream he saw a glaring piece of rock. It was a dark rock, but something was sparkling, and it triggered his curiosity. So my guy, not being very intelligent, he took up the rock and he said, "Oh, very fascinating, let me carry this home." He placed that rock on a shelf inside his house and he left it there. Now, he kept on finding these rocks, and he became really fascinated, so he began collecting them until that shelf in his room was filled with them. Now one day, one of his friends came to his property, and they were having a drink inside the house. They were speaking of their many wives and girlfriends and concubines. And his friend saw that rock, and immediately his friend knew what that rock was. That rock was a chunk of uncut diamond. All along, that farmer for many years farmed a land that was filled with acres upon acres of diamonds. Yet still, He left his farm. He left his own estate in search of something that he already possessed. And we are indeed guilty of this. We are indeed guilty of this. Never run away from your own acre of diamonds. Many times you keep on asking yourself, so what is my purpose? What am I supposed to do here on this earth? What am I supposed to do? And many people speak to me and they're confused about this. But it's quite simple. What do you do best? Touch yourself in the chest. Come on, pump your chest. What do I do best? What makes me special? When you find this, write it down. Boom, first step. Yeah, I like writing stuff down. So that's the first step. Second step, stop listening to what everyone else has to say. Society will always promulgate what it wants to see, who it wants its people to be. And many times people get trapped in this huge rat race. Call it like a conveyor belt, everyone leading themselves to the same end. Everyone going down the same conveyor belt until death. Leading unfulfilling lives. Leading unhappy lives. Not being fully themselves. You know, I heard a quote the other day. I love this quote. It said, everyone is born an original, but many people die copies. The purpose of this video today is just to let you know that you are sitting currently on an acre. Forgive me. You're sitting on acres of diamonds. The wealth that you think is somewhere out here is here. And the moment you realize this, the moment you realize that the greatness that you are seeking is truly within you, you have already taken the first step toward your greatness. You have already taken your first step toward glory, success. All you can ask of yourself is that you never neglect the talents that you possess. Never neglect the wisdom that you have to follow the dreams of others. You are unique, and what you can offer to this world, another man cannot do it. Another woman cannot do it. Only you are chosen for this path. Only you can cultivate. Only you can unearth the acre. I keep on saying singular acre. The acres of diamonds that are buried within you. So get your shovel. Get your pickaxe. And go to work. Peace.